All right, guys, welcome back to Wealth and Travel on a Dime. So we wanted to get you out of the financial sector for a moment to come out and enjoy nature with us. So we are spending the weekend at Burr Oak Cove Primitive Campground. Now this is just at the top of the hill outside of Burr Oak State Park. Literally you can go down the hill and hit the beach, or you can go to the right and hit over the main campground at the state park here. This place is nice because A, it's very low cost. Honey, how much are the sites here?
$15 a night during the season and $10 a night on the off season.
So think about that, $15 a night, really? That's in the season. Off season is $10. The one thing that people really like about this camp is it's hammock friendly, where most of the other sites in a state park are not. They're more like RV and tent sites. So there is 22.5 mile trail around the lake here, as well as many other trails. So if you were trying to do backpacking, you could break it by coming here and spending the night if you wanted to carry a hammock to lighten your load. Now, there is many amenities here. There are pit toilets, there are water fountains. Obviously, the water fountains don't work in the winter because it's the winter. But we have been out here at multiple times in different weather and generally always had a good time. Now, we're being bougie today. I'm not gonna lie to you. We are camping. The weather is They're saying tomorrow is like an 80% chance of rain. We hopefully have some friends coming down to meet us, but we went all full bougie by bringing the homemade square drop camper. Now, for those you don't know, this is a little camper we built. I think it was like $650, $750 we have in it. It's made from a pop-up frame that we cut up. It still has its jacks. And then we just made it into a square drop. Now, there's nothing special about this, okay? We have a little foam bed that turns into a couch. And there's a window back there, lights. We put an air conditioner in that window when we're camping someplace that has electricity. And then we've got a mat there in case it gets muddy out here. Now this is bare bones, nothing special. We'll open that window at night, pulling the top down and have the screen open. And then this door has a screen that we can open to let air go through. Now, it's not pretty, it's not fancy, but it sure does do the job. And if it's raining, you'll be glad you had it. Now this site actually is pretty nice. It's got an open area with sun because, as I said, we're being bougie. So we got our picnic table and our fire pit, but we brought out the new flexible solar panel, the OOPS solar generator, and our DC cooler from Massimo. Now, this way we still have certain amenities that we can have, whether we need to charge something, whether we want to run the cooler, obviously to keep all our food cold, because we're definitely eating bougie tonight. She's cooking. But we also brought some of our kiln dried firewood. I do live local and it is kiln dried, so there's completely nothing about that that's a problem. And then we've got our $29 shelter here, zip up shelter in case the bugs get bad. But let me walk you over and show you some of the amenities here. All right, first off, you've got your basic pit toilet. Nothing sexy or fancy about that, but it gets the job done. And then if you go down here, you can see we have a water fountain and spigot. So if you need water, you have it, which I think is a great option when you're primitive because you don't have to bring everything. And it's nice not to have to haul water. So, as you can see, it works just fine. Really nice thing to have. As I said, this would be a great place to stop if you're backpacking around the entire lake. It's called the Lakeshore Trail. We've done it in a day. It's about 22.5 miles, I think. But coming up here, it is a walk up the hill. But you could hang out down at the beach, and we'll be taking you down to show you some of those things. But I'll be honest, Burr Oak has a lot to offer for very low cost. All right, guys, so if you want to check in right here by the entrance, you just drop your money in that box right there and fill out your information. Pretty easy situation. I think check-in is about as easy here as they can make it. All right, guys, so as we enter the beachfront area, you'll see us pan around. Here's all the buildings at the entrance. There's bathrooms, changing rooms, and a little shelter area in the middle. And when you go up these stairs here to the side, there's actually a spot over here to wash off the sand off your feet, and a little shower unit built into the wall there to the right. Now, stepping forward towards the lake, you're going to see that there's a water fountain which opens up into one of our favorite things to do when we come here, and that is the volleyball courts. Now take a look at this and tell me that's not nice. A little bit of goose poop, but you'll make it through. Speaking of geese, they like to hang out here too. Generally they're over by the pet area and they don't really bother you, but today they were all about taking it all over. Now if you go to the right here of the beach, there's a place where you can pull your boat in and actually pull up in the sandbar and get out and then come over to the beach. We carry our kayaks down this edge of the beach and launch from here. It's a lot nicer than going in at the docks, personally, we think. Now I wanted to take you guys throughout the upper main campground area. There is multiple docks, but this kind of gives you an idea of how close their RV sites are. They also have electric sites that are a little bit more shallow. Nice bathhouses up here. Alright guys, so it's been rain, it's been sun, it's been everything you can think of, but I told you guys we're going to have some special guests, and they're here now. So we have 2 special guests and a third one that it's actually all about him. So, as you can see, we've got Willie. We've got Gretchen, but we have the special guest of the trip. So I'm going to let Gretchen tell you guys about this young man because he is beautiful. He is the best. So Gretchen, please tell us about the star of the event.
The star of the event is Chiqui, and he is 12, and he came all the way from San Juan, Puerto Rico to live here in Ohio with us because he was my dad's dog.
Yes, and we're not going to go into it, but to be pretty much short and sweet, this young boy is living in Ohio, living his best life, pissing on everything because that's what he does. But I do want to take a moment and really admonish the fact that this boy was loved before and he's loved again now. He made the trip. He went through what I want to call 90 days of trial by fire at a very upward age, and he is still playing like a pup. This is his first camping trip, so this is actually all about him. Okay, we can all have fun as friends, but every one of us takes a moment every few minutes to love on him and make him feel wanted and appreciated. So when you watch this trip, you'll see us all make good food, you'll see us all spend time together, but the time is actually spent every few moments, every single hour, to make that young man feel special because this is his first camping trip. And in case you guys didn't know, this is the same 2 people that shared Apollo's only camping trip and made it important for him, and we're going to make this important for him.
Found it. Is that a smile for the mama with all your crooked teeth? Come here.
Like, ooh, you going for a walk? What?
Come here. First and foremost. Good boy.
You want a picture of it?
Alright guys, so we kind of left you guys with the fire last night, and then it poured, and it poured some more, and it poured some more. They put the fire out almost instantly. We sat under the canopy that Willie and Gretchen brought and talked into the night, and actually spent some time with Chiqui, petting him, playing with him, before he finally passed out, and then we all went to bed. Now it's the next morning, and we are sitting in the camper because you want to know what it's supposed to do all day long?
Rain all day long until like 8 o'clock tonight.
It's like 80-90% chance of rain all day. So we're just going to ride it out. Right now we're having some coffee, chilling out in the camper. I'm really glad we ended up bringing it now. Give it probably another hour or two to make sure Willie and Gretchen and Chiqui are awake, and we'll probably go down and visit them. So when we make it that far, we'll bring you guys back. But for now, it's YouTube and coffee in the camper. Is that okay with you?
It's all right with me.
Yeah, we're just going to take it easy. Chiqui! So, there's the man of the day. Ain't that right, Bug? Yeah, good boy. So, last night, Willie slept in the hammock, and Gretchen slept in the hike and bike tent, which is actually the first tent, the first night we met them, they brought out, and that tent's still going years later. And Chiqui boy slept with Gretchen, didn't you, Bug? Yeah. So, Willie, how'd you sleep?
I slept great. Woke up twice this morning.
Yep. Didn't even hear the neighbors leave.
That white noise of the rain, wow.
And it is raining. It has been raining. And then Gretchen's over here making some good eats. So how was your night?
I had a good night.
All right. And how did Chiqui do overall?
Overall, he did good.
All right. So you
I'm
think
very proud.
he's going to be ready to go forward in the future with more?
I think so.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And my beautiful wife over here, we're hiding from the rain. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Chiqui's about to knock me down. But we're hiding from the rain because it is literally pouring. And it's probably going to be for a while. So we're going to let everybody eat their breakfast and relax a little bit and drink some coffee. All right, guys. So we've spent a couple hours in here just sitting under the canopy here, talking and bull crapping around, reviving old things that have gone on this year and stuff. And then the rain has not quit at all. So the executive decision has been made.
And we are all going to pack it up and go home because the rain is not supposed to stop at all today.
We thought originally about 5 it was going to slow down, but now literally all the way through tomorrow when we're going to pack up and go home, the rain is 83% every single day, every
Everybody's
single hour.
soaked.
Now, the real thing that kind of killed this trip is the tent is basically flooded that Chiqui and Gretchen are staying in. So that's, I mean, it is, condensation has slid down the sides. The air mattress is basically sitting in a pool of water. And
Temperatures have dropped some.
I think that Chiqui's getting uncomfortable even with his jacket on. The temperature is getting cold. We appreciate being able to be a part of his first camping experience, and we want him to have a good one. So keeping him out here soaked, he's not going to have fun. But we are going to play with him a little more as we pack things up. But we appreciate you guys coming along, checking out the trip. I know it's not exactly what we thought it was going to be, but you know what? This actually happens. This happens all the time when you're camping. Sometimes it's better just to roll it up and call it a day. But you always got to try and come out, because the moment you don't come out, the
sun will come up.
The sun will come out and it'll be a beautiful weekend. So with that said, we will see you guys in the next one.